trimming up the pecan tree because I'm tired of getting hit by it when I cut the grass. I'm gonna put an extension on and see if I can man it up there and cut it. This is the light version. The regular steel version is a little heavier. This is carbon fiber. Now, your turn. The wind helped us out a little bit. Big catch. I love this thing. Eat your Wheaties and it's a good workout. Other than the fact I shouldn't be holding it over my head like that, but I really don't have a choice to get these, the low-lying limbs.
Here's the protective gear.
Oh, well, yes.
Here's the head.
Alrighty. On to the next party. Got sidetracked.
Good morning. I'm in the high tunnel this morning because the cold front blew in yesterday or overnight, and it's 30-some degrees outside. So we've got a nice warm space to work on in here. And what I'm gonna do is plant some pumpkin seeds and some pea seeds and get those started in this fun little mini greenhouse that I was gifted. So we're gonna start with that. So today, I'm going to mix some dirt into this, it's called a tidy tray. And this thing is just, I mean, you can mix dirt in a bucket, you can. But this, I got this a couple years ago and it just really works great. It's just a good, concise place to put your soil. I have plant and seed soil, which is from a local nursery in my hometown. And this soil is good for lots of things. I have bought expensive seed starter soil before, but I find that if you have a good, mix of some sort, it doesn't have to be expensive. So this is not an expensive brand. I've tried those. This works just as well. So what I'm gonna do is pour a little bit of it in here in this tidy tray. And I'm going to add some water to it. I'm also going to add a little bit of biotone fertilizer to this seed starting mix. Not a lot. I don't want to burn up the seeds, just want to get them started. I want the consistency to be much like brownie batter. So I'm just going to mix this up. In this handy dandy little tray. Incorporate the fertilizer in. We don't want it too wet. We don't want it too dry, but just right. That all incorporated. And let's see, that feels about right. So it's not too wet, but it will hold together and I can feel the moisture in it. These self-watering trays, they have a little shelf built in, so it's just a tray, but it has this little shelf that holds it up. So you put the water in the reservoir, and then this material edge sits down in the water and soaks the water onto this material, which then wicks it up into these cells. Okay, and there's also a plastic dome that goes over the top. I don't generally use that, especially not in here. I won't need to use that. So what I'm going to do is fill these trays up with soil. I'm not going to pack it in. I'm just going to loosely fill them in. And for me, it just works best just to set my container right down in the soil. It's just easier, it's faster. The mess falls right back. I can reuse the soil. So I'm just going to level it with the top, okay? Just like that. This one is ready to go, ready for planting. I'm going to fill the other two just like that. So I'm going to fill them up, set it in, fill it up. And I like these self-watering trays here at the farm because I'm not here every day to check on them. So they'll be fine for a week until I get back, which is perfect. So there's number 2, and it'll sit just like that. And I'll show you how to water it in just a minute. All right, so we're going to fill up this one. Same way. Just loosely fill with soil. And I've got some excess, so I probably will just put it in a bag and save it and just go ahead and pot these 3 up like that. Okay, so I'm going to move this. I'm going to go ahead and start some pumpkin plants. The rest I'll just plant directly into the soil. So the first. Gerindale pumpkin, which is kind of a white pumpkin. So we'll plant 1 row of these. And I usually just take the marker and just put it down in. Just deep enough to be covered. It doesn't have to be deep. And then I'm just going to loosely cover it with a little bit of the excess soil and go ahead and mark that row. Just that simple. The next one is Long Island cheese, which is kind of a light orange pumpkin. Next is Jack Be Little, and this is from Baker Creek. This is one of those small little pumpkins. Some really small seeds. The next one is Orange Smoothie, which I don't have a picture from that, but this is a dark orange, non-ribbed, smooth pumpkin. And this is from Swallowtail Garden. So this is from a third company. I do like to order seeds from different places. So it has just a few seeds left. So I'll go ahead and use that pack. So I'm going to plant sugar pie, and this is also from M.I. Gardener. So we're going to plant a row of these. And I do keep my seeds several different ways, but mostly in these little containers. I got them from Staples, but they are plastic with lids, and you know, I can organize my different seeds for different seasons and for different places, but these are secure from mice, because if you've ever had your seeds in a storage room or a barn or a building, the mice will get to your seeds and eat them up. So if you've got them in a plastic storage bin that they can't get to, then your seeds are safe. So these are I think they're called CD boxes or something. I don't know, but they well, it's called a Ready Useful Box is what it's called. And I know I got it at Staples. So that is a good option. Plant sugar snap peas. And this is Ferry Morris. So there's another company. This is one you can just get from a big box store. And these seeds look like this. You know, Lowe's or somewhere. I've grown peas out in the outside garden before, but I'm going to try them in here. Progress peas. This is a Baker Creek brand of seed. And again, all the pea seeds look like shriveled up peas. Have King Tut Purple, Baker Creek. And that is a purple, actually is a purple pea seed pod. And you see the seeds are purple. So they're kind of cool. The last tray, I'm going to plant okra with seeds I've saved and some cantaloupe. So just some random planting. Here are the okra seeds. And these are the cantaloupe seeds. These I got from Holford Hardware. So there you can go and get, you know, just a little baggie of seeds. You don't have to order. So if you go to your local hardware store, so if you buy, and lots of times that's the way to go, is just to get bulk and just get a few. Nurseries sometimes sell bulk seed. So you just pour water in the bottom of it. And I'm gonna fill it up because I won't be here. So I'm gonna fill it up with water, and I'm gonna put the, okay, it goes this way. I'm gonna put the cloth down in, and what it does, it just wicks the water up. Like that. And I am gonna sprinkle just a little bit of water on here to go ahead and get it wet. Get it going. And then you just set your trays right on top. Now, I am going to give these new little seeds just a little touch of water. Now, the soil is damp, so we're just going to give them just a little squirt of water to activate those roots, because seeds are living things. All right, there's one. Is my new little greenhouse. So it's my greenhouse in my greenhouse, which I'm going to use as a seed starter. So this was a gift to me, and I love it because it's perfect. In here is very airy and not quite warm enough consistently for seedlings to start. So this is going to be perfect. So I'll be able to set my seedlings in here, and they'll be warm. I'll probably close this lid, zip it down, because it'll get extra warm in this little area. And so my little seeds will start, and hopefully next week I'll see them poking up. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? And then it zips, it unrolls and zips. Now it's designed for outside. And if you don't have a greenhouse, this is adorable. I think you can get them on Amazon. This one came from Ross. And you just can zip it down. You could also get stakes, tent stakes, to stake it down. If you're gonna put it outside, you're gonna need to stake it down. But for in here, it's gonna be my little seed starting tent. That's the plan for this week, is to get started on growing seeds. So if you don't have a high tunnel, or you don't have one of these little greenhouses, I think it's not very expensive. Go start them in your kitchen, just in a sunny area. So go ahead and get started and start growing your own food.